All right, Blake.
Good evening, Mark. You okay?
Fantastic, mate. I'm the champion of England, the Europe, and the world.
You
Jordan
say that
Henderson.
like it's you personally, and I just don't quite believe that.
It is. It is.
We're all
100%.
champions of England.
I am champion of England. Anyway, how are you? How's your week been?
Pretty mundane, as per. Word of the day, mundane. Um, same as ever. Few runs, work from home, PS4. That's my life.
I ain't a bad routine, to be fair, mate. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad. But birthday next week. That is what I'm looking forward to. Eyes on the prize.
Happy 35th. Some time off work as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, a couple of days off, you know.
Oh.
It's just, I wish I was going on holiday, but such is life, you know.
Oh, that didn't mean to laugh like that.
I was going to say, just laughing at my pain. But what's new, eh?
Yeah. Never, mate. Never directly at your pain.
Shave my beard off. That's quite a big life event as well.
Oh, God, yeah. Look how big mine's got.
Not sure how I feel about it, if I'm honest.
Oh, it's too thick, mate. It's a nightmare. But I'm getting a haircut and a beard trim on the 1st of August in the morning.
Nice.
So I'm going to look fresh.
A handsome young chap.
Oh, probably. Or just a mess. Yeah, I've had a stressful week, actually. Work's been super busy. And obviously I'm packing up ready to leave the house to move in with my parents again.
Yes, sir.
Which is actually going to be, I reckon it's going to be quite fun for a bit.
It's going to be fun for all of 3 days. And I can tell you when it will stop being fun is when you come home steaming again for the first time. So I'm going to give it August the 1st, if I'm honest.
It gives me a week. Are you back this weekend?
No.
That's a shame.
I'm not. That is a shame.
Yeah.
But trains are expensive, and I still am a student and don't have an abundance of money. So there we go.
I'm a student. Yeah.
Don't know why you're giving me shite for that. You're going to be a part-time one again soon.
It's true. You've just reminded me to finish my application.
Yep. So most like I planned that.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about, Blake. A lot has happened this week. Like a silly amount.
General shenanigans.
Yeah. What should we start off with? Should we just start with what happened first? It basically happened late last week, just after we'd recorded. But Tory Lanez shot Meg the Stallion in the foot, allegedly.
Allegedly. We are a big-time podcast, so we need to stay on the right side of the law and give it the allegedly.
Exactly, mate. Especially in the volleyball charts.
Oh, yeah, fair. It really doesn't look good for Tory Lanez.
He's fucked it, hasn't he? He's absolutely fucked it. He was doing so well. It started going downhill when he stopped doing quarantine radio, because I used to watch that every night without fail. Like, it was brilliant.
I didn't watch a lot of that. Didn't he just get girls on twerking and stuff?
Yeah, man, it was great. They started like up in the States. So they started like pouring milk over themselves and stuff, and it was all rather amusing. Like, they would be literally in like the middle of their lounge, and they're just pouring milk over themselves. It was honestly great. That's going to be a hefty, hefty clean-up job, we could say.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because Meg the Stallion isn't giving the police the full story, which
I think she has.
Enough.
I think she has now.
Oh,
I think she tried to cover initially, but then someone who was there sort of said what happened, and then she had to sort of say what happened. And there's cameras everywhere. I think they were in LA.
They were in Hollywood, weren't they?
One of the Jenner houses, which is great.
It is a weird one though, because it seems like he's just caught a really bad case of small man syndrome, if I'm honest.
Oh my Lord. Did you see that it come out on like when he got arrested? Like the details came out and he was like 5'5" or something, or 5'4".
He's tiny. He's really small.
Well, we saw him at Wireless. We know. Yeah, he is tiny.
Yeah, but that's still quite deceptive because he's like up on a big stage, which is raised very high and from a distance and stuff like that. But But yeah, he's probably looking at jail time, isn't he? Let's be honest.
I don't think he'll get jail time, but I think his career could be over. Like that would not over, but you know what I mean. That will fuck him up. He'll never be as popular as he was, ever, 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 ever. You can't shoot a woman in the foot.
No, but he could find a new crowd, controversially, with the Stella Artois and the Best sort of groups.
I do not want to see Tory Lanez doing a Stella Artois advert in a vest.
It's all about how you market yourself from now on. You got to work with what you got.
Oh my lord, that's awful.
It's awful, but it could be true.
But yeah, poor Meg the Stallion. She's my celebrity crush at the moment.
She kind of is still very fresh and just burst on the scene, didn't she?
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
She's, I don't want to say big, but
she's tall. She's tall for a girl. She's 5'10". She's actually my height.
But she's also like, she's thick. I think that's the best way to describe it, isn't it?
I don't know. You don't want to get. I don't like talking about the definition of thick unless they're like really thick, if you know what I mean. Because otherwise, that middle ground does confuse people. Is she?
She is.
I don't think she was that thick.
No, it's not. It's not the double C. It's just the single C.
I was going to go for triple C.
Nah.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that anyway. Probably the main topic of today.
Actually, I just want to sprinkle a little something in. We had a complaint about last week's podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Holly.
Which I only found out about 20 minutes ago because she's only just listened.
Oh no. Oh, what was it? What was it? I think I know what it was.
I'll let you guess. What do you think she's moaned about?
Open relationship stuff.
No.
Was it me? Was it something I said?
No, I don't think so. She's just text. She's gone past the open relationships, and we've had no comments, so I'm in the clear with that one.
Oh, that's right then. God.
See, I didn't get this at first either, but apparently we were fairly sexist.
Really?
Apparently we clapped Will Smith on for cheating, but gave Jada Smith a load of shit.
Oh. We were only trying to level out the public opinion because Jada's been getting woo girl power and Will's been getting just done in, hasn't he? We talked about the role reversal though.
Exactly, and I did say Jada Smith is a piece of she's garbage. She's
piece
rubbish.
of work.
She's just a bad human after what she admitted that she used him because she gets off on helping people and that's why she had sex with him.
Did you see that he did? Did you see that he did like a diss? That August released a song called Entanglement.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's awful.
It wasn't great, was it?
Oh. His album was good. I did actually listen to quite a bit of his album.
I didn't even bother. I just thought this guy's a bit, he's.
No, he is good, but that Entanglements, it's a bit like you've had your 5 minutes to roll out your press.
Yeah, just like
get your album out there.
Yeah, you could tell he's like rushed that song that came out because the production was off, it was poorly written. It's just
and you have to question whoever's advising him because everybody knows he's never going to win when it comes up to Will Smith.
Not at all. Will Smith was he's I Am Legend.
Man can't do no wrong.
God, but anyway, talking of a man who can't do no wrong, Kanye West. Where the hell do we even start?
I think one of the positives that's coming out of this is that he will finally get away from the Kardashians, which
oh my lord, I can't wait.
A huge benefit.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful. The album's supposed to come out tomorrow, so by the time this is out, it could possibly be out, and I'm hoping for some My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy sort of levels.
Some dark vibes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think all these episodes he's having that he's bipolar. I don't think there's any coincidence that this has become more of a public thing. Since he's been with the Kardashians, especially they're either triggering it a lot more often, or they always happen this often, but we just never knew. but obviously they like to blur everything out of proportion.
Yeah, that's the take I had. That is Kris Jenner orchestrating a lot of this for keeping up with the Kardashians.
Well, you saw what she tried to do to Tiger. She
What did
had
she
like
do?
she like blocking all these opportunities for Tiger and try to getting blackballed from everything and all the fake stories that kept leaking about him. Like he was getting cars repossessed when he wasn't, and he lost his house when he didn't. She
Yeah.
was like leaking all this random stuff because obviously they run the press over there pretty
Do you
much.
know what she is? She's a bad egg.
She's a
Real bad egg.
Chris Jong Un. That was the sickest bar because I it was literally, what was it, like Tuesday or Wednesday morning, and I woke up and I was like looking through the tweets and I was like, Jesus Christ, these are actually amazing.
But some of the stuff he says is too far.
Yeah. He does say stuff that's too far, but he's obviously
It's,
not in the right state of mind. But
and he shouldn't be. Well, the whole presidential thing is a bit. I don't know if it's a gimmick, or I think it is a gimmick. But he taking it seriously, but everybody else is taking it as a gimmick almost.
yeah, I mean, I think he's looking at it going, if Trump can do it, I can do it, sort of thing.
And in his head, he's thinking, "Yeah, what I'm saying sounds good. I'm not actually going to repeat anything he said because I think it was pretty awful. Most of what he said."
Well, there's stuff about
Uh,
abortion was just out of order, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's like actually name checking his daughter. You're a bit like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anyone can, though, it's him. Like, you can talk about your own daughter, but yeah, in that context, it looks crazy. But I like the bit where he he said that he's get outs about him. The thing is, like, I know it's almost definitely not true, but just think about it for a second. You could imagine it, couldn't you? Like, you got Kris Jenner by the door with the teacup and the spoon. Ding, ding, ding,
yeah.
ding. And like, oh my lord, like
Him's the one that brings them home for Chris to brainwash.
yeah, like it's just, and think about all the men that have been involved with that family, which they've either broke or tried to break. That's why Travis got out at a good time. Tiger, they tried to ruin. Lamar Odom was like, he got
Yeah,
fucked.
well, he OD'd, didn't he?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah, and even who else?
Well, look what happened to Bruce. That didn't end up well.
Oh, Bruce. Oh, don't even get me started on Bruce. We should never ever talk about Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner. It's just a bad subject for us to talk about because we're
Yeah,
slightly ignorant.
because we're viral. I've just dead named him, so we could be getting in trouble for that.
Dead named. Oh, who's the other one? Oh, even Rob, the brother.
Yeah.
He just wanted to sell socks, man, in like the early seasons. Anyone listening who've watched early seasons of Kardashians will get the reference.
I've probably watched like 4 or 5 episodes in my life.
I watched 4 or 5 seasons in like the space of 2 weeks once.
Cool. I don't even want to delve into why you've done that, but fair. All I'll say is fair enough.
Yeah, man, I had tonsillitis.
Nice.
I was skiving college. But the other thing which not a lot of people have picked up on, the prison reform meeting with Meek Mill, where apparently Kim and Meek Mill sort of had a ting.
Yeah, he's another one with small man syndrome, though, isn't he?
God, yeah.
He's an angry young fellow at times.
Yeah, and just a quick mention of Meek Mill's past relationships. Nicki Minaj is pregnant, and I saw loads of awful tweets about is her husband even going to be allowed to see the kid? Because obviously he's on the sex offenders register.
Yeah, she's got a checkered family history, hasn't she? Her brother got done for stuff like similar.
I think he got done for rape, but we should probably know a bit more before saying that.
It's not as fun as guessing, though, is it?
No. A couple more takes from the Kanye stuff. His favorite rapper's Lil Baby. No real surprise there. He's the ting at the moment. He's trying to divorce Kim, which is obviously good. He's worth $5 billion, which I don't believe.
5 billion.
That's what he said, yeah. I think that's
I ain't
probably.
buying that.
I think potentially, like if he's probably projected to do that.
Or was it he thinks he should be worth that much because of what he's
I
contributed
don't
to
know.
fashion, music, but
Potentially,
he
yeah. I
wasn't
mean,
given his fair share?
maybe, but he's obviously got the deal with Gap now as well, so that's going to skyrocket.
Yeah, but interestingly, because I'm a finance nerd, you know, he threatened to walk away from Gap if they didn't give him what he's owed.
Really?
Their their stock dropped massively. So he does have such a huge influence on things, which is pretty
Yeah,
mental.
but doing all
I didn't
this
expect
shit
that.
he does about the abortion stuff, Adidas and Gap must be just sat there going, oh, "Someone shut him up."
Adidas don't care really, because
Mm.
they know if he drops another line of Yeezys, people will snap him up no matter what. I would. I don't agree with his views, but
Mm.
I can separate the creative genius from the person.
Yeah, I mean that
It's like
is.
it's like Michael Jackson, isn't it? I can still appreciate his music,
I don't
even
know.
though
I
he's a
can't.
dodgy fucker.
Dodgy fucker. That's an understatement.
Yeah, that was putting it mildly.
100%.
Can you not then?
I find it difficult to listen to some Michael Jackson now.
What about R. Kelly? Could you listen to World's Greatest?
No,
Really? You
no.
can't?
R. Kelly. R. Kelly. I'm done with completely. I
See,
think.
it's interesting because I have no issue with listening to any of their music.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you'll be hearing R. Kelly at any weddings anytime soon, though.
I love a challenge.
But yeah, no, the R. Kelly's so just like, it's just like.
Yeah, I get it, and don't get me wrong. Like, what he is a piece of shit and a disgusting human, but he makes good songs or made good songs.
Mm. Yeah, but you just got to think about some of the. If you think about listen to the songs in context, and then think of the inspiration behind those songs. Now you're like, oh, is this about 15-year-old girl? It's like,
I like the melody.
the melody. Jesus Christ. What's next? Should we do Drake and Heady one, and then people not wanting to wear masks,
Yeah,
and
let's keep on the music theme. We'll
we'll
talk about
tail off
Drake.
with some football stuff. Yeah.
Did you enjoy
So
it?
yes, I did. It was everything I wanted it to be. When it came out, I was actually sort of forgotten, and I refreshed YouTube and it was on a premiere, so I was like, oh shit, yes. But obviously, I'm a big fan of both of them, and it was a
Yeah.
huge look for Heady one. Like he deserves that because he's like, when it comes to UK drill, he's pretty much the top guy, and he's very versatile as well.
But he's
But
not very mainstream, is he?
mm, I don't know. I don't think you can have a top 10 hit with Dave and 18 Hunter and not be mainstream. Well, he's relatively for drill. For drill, he definitely is. Name another drill
Yeah,
act.
yeah, but how big is drill compared to? It's getting bigger, but if you asked like just a random person on the street, maybe where I live, but I think what I'm saying is for him to do a track with Drake puts him on a global billboard,
Oh, 100%, yeah, for
which is why
sure.
it's amazing for him. It
Yeah.
raises his profile so much, like you can't really put a number on it.
Who did you think had the better verse?
Oh, Heady one. I didn't actually enjoy Drake's that much, if I'm honest.
Really? See, I thought I had the same. Well, actually, you give your reasons first.
I don't really like it when Drake tries to do his British.
Mans.
Yeah, like what was the other song he'd done? Gloucester, wasn't it?
Gloucester. Oh, it was
Which is
what?
where he went
Yeah.
when he tried to do a British thing before, and I don't think it works for him.
No. I know what you mean.
But Heady one was cold, like really cold on it. He killed it.
So I'm just gonna bring up. I've got some of the Heady one. Some of the Heady one bars were actually nuts, mate. Although some of Drake's as well. Drake was chucking in double entendres, left, right, and center. Like Drake's.
Yeah,
I actually
Carry on, sorry.
first listen, I thought Heady One had the better verse, but the more I've listened, Drake actually sort of probably nudges it for me. But just to sort of I'm gonna kill these bars now, but we got this
Do you want me
bad.
to spit a beat for you?
I got this bad beat on Henny. My next one from Yard, Love Reggae. We dishing out Store and Telly. Then we are France balling out Trezeguet. And it's just like, oh my lord. Trezeguet, I've killed it there, but Trezeguet,
Yeah.
love the Trezeguet bar. And then what else was there? Because I do love a football bar. Oh, where the fuck is it?
That's why you're a big fan of Dave. As am I.
Oh, this is it. Put a dark in the blue, then we put it in the red. Balotelli. It was like, oh.
See, I've heard a few things.
Give
That
hoodie.
apparently,
Yeah.
the Drake verse was a bit of a send for some people.
No.
I mean, I ain't reading too much into it, but name checking my jammer, whew, that's a pretty big thing to do.
Honestly, I don't think Drake cares about Stormzy whatsoever.
No, he doesn't. I just found it quite funny that he name checked my jammer.
Although there might be something there between the two, because don't you
Oh, it
think?
wouldn't surprise me.
Don't you think that Drake would have done something with Stormzy by now? Because he loves the UK. Dave, he's done something. He's done something with Dave, Skepta, Heady One now, and a few others, and he hasn't even like Stormzy. He hasn't. And
Maybe Stormzy's just a bit of a knob.
No, but you know, if Stormzy had the chance to do anything with Drake, he would bloody run to it. Anyone.
Drake's the icon of this generation. Yeah, anybody would snap their arm off to work with that guy.
Yeah, but I just
yeah, maybe it wouldn't.
What did you make? What did you make of him rapping in Arabic?
I don't really have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I just thought it was.
The meme where that I showed you or sent to you, where it was like, all Drake needs to do is a K-pop song, and then he completes the Infinity Gauntlet.
It's true. It's true.
That honestly cracked me up because of how true it is.
But I know you don't like it, but just think how Drake is so versatile.
Yeah.
No one else is like him. Kendrick can do what he does.
Nah, well, we've said it before. He is like the Michael Jackson, the Elvis Presley of our generation.
Has he surpassed Kanye?
Yes.
Yeah. Has he?
Because he's so versatile.
I think the only person.
He does everything.
I think the only person he hasn't surpassed, perhaps, and I'm not even the biggest Jay-Z fan, but Jay-Z probably.
Yeah, but Jay-Z's for like hip-hop purists, isn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas Drake is so mainstream, so global, he transcends all of them.
That's true.
Because he's not fixed to that one genre. Whereas Jay-Z definitely is. He's tried and he's done a few pop tracks, but never to the success that Drake has.
No, that's true. It's very true.
Like everybody knows, everybody agrees Drake's never going to be like top 10 rappers of all time. Do you think?
He could, he might be already.
Top
he might be. Nah, so not top 5. I can easily name 5 better than him.
Yeah, Logic to start with.
Logic's he's retiring anyway. Thank God. I'm not a fan of Logic. He's pretty shit.
That was my 2 cents on Drake. If anybody was ever interested.
No, of course. I mean, if you're still with us, thank you. That's people not wanting to wear masks. What's your opinion on that? Because I've heard some outrageous things today.
Nah, I think it's utter bullshit, really. Like, I don't like wearing masks, but if it makes other people feel comfortable and stuff, then
it protects you as well. Like,
well, I can understand the viewpoint that the data isn't actually as strong as people would suggest. But like, just do it, man. Like, I don't get why it's such a huge issue.
Is it worth the risk? No, it's not.
No, exactly. I would happily sit on a train without a mask. It doesn't bother me. But I know that there's people that it really does bother. So I'll wear a mask properly.
Mm.
By properly, I mean not just having it, just covering my mouth and leaving my nose open. Because what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I mean, you've it's 50% of the problem you've solved. I was gonna sneeze.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
But yeah, it's really weird, and you see people on the tube now where it is legally mandated that you have to wear one, and people still aren't. It's a bit like, oh, just get a
It's
grip.
from tomorrow.
No, I thought the tubes and public transport
Oh
already was.
God,
It's
yeah, of
shops.
course, yeah. Shops is tomorrow.
Yeah, but my biggest issue is that I don't think about taking the mask with me whenever I leave the house.
Yeah, I've got mine in my car now.
Yeah, see, that is a good little tactic. I don't have that to think about. So it's tricky trying to think every time, like, oh God, what if I need to go to the shop and then I get to the
Of
shop and
course.
I forget
I
my
mean,
mask?
I've heard some proper bollocks arguments. Like, I heard someone say something like, "Oh, I'm diabetic and I struggle breathing, so I can't wear a mask." It's like you are the exact person who we're trying to help.
Exactly.
Cool, don't wear the mask, get coronavirus, die. I don't care, honestly.
Yeah, and at what point
But
do you think to these? Yeah, do you think for these people, like maybe it just gets to survival of the fittest now? If you want to be an idiot, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, but the thing is, it's always the idiots that are fine, and it's always other people that get fucked by it, isn't it? That's what
Yeah, fair enough.
that
That is
always
a fair
seems to be
point.
the downside. The downside.
It is interesting though.
Yeah, but I
But
just see.
apparently, the
Hmm.
government have said by December everything will be back to normal completely,
Who
which I
said
don't
it?
believe.
Who said it?
I'm not getting political with you.
No, no, but who did you just say said it?
I think it was Bojo. I'm
The
not sure.
if the government say anything, I just don't care. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
It's
neither
just
do I.
like they talk that out their asses. They don't know. I don't know why they do this. Though. They don't know that, and there's no way
Nobody
of
knows,
knowing
do they?
that. It's a load of rubbish.
Only the people that made the virus know how long it's going to last.
Imagine if it's just like this forever.
Fucking hope not. Although I say that, gyms are opening again at the weekend, which is, I'd say, is like one of the last steps a lot
Mm.
towards normality now. I'm trying to think what else apart from like nightclubs
Festivals.
and places like that. Oh yeah, festivals, fans and stadiums.
Yeah, so quite a lot.
Yeah, okay, there is
Yeah,
quite a lot. My bad.
but no, it's right, isn't it? Which it's a lot better than it was. Like, it's nice to go out.
Go to a pub. That's all that matters.
Well, there you go. It's literally pub, football. That's it.
Friends.
Friends. Oh, friends. Shit, yeah. A quick one. Mike Tyson fighting a shark, and Gemma
Oh,
Collins doing an Instagram post about it, saying it's not right. The shark can't like people. The sharks can't give consent.
yeah, well, the sooner somebody throws that fucking whale in with the shark, the better.
Oh my lord!
I can't stand her. I honestly despise her. I don't know why. I
You've just
just don't.
look at the venom in your eyes. Spit some bars,
Yeah,
Blake.
yeah. That was evil, but I meant it.
No, Drake. I just called you Drake. That's brilliant. No, get your
I'll take it.
get your bars ready for
Um,
JC.
I actually didn't hear anything about the Mike Tyson shark thing, but it was announced about 2 hours ago that he is actually getting back in a boxing ring to fight Roy
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 Jones
Jones
Jr. the
Jr.,
third or some shit. Oh,
who was a massive boxer in his heyday as well. Like, this is huge.
it'd be right, won't it? Be
Do you know what it all
interesting.
stinks of?
What?
Steroids.
Oh my lord, God, yeah. They're wearing
Because,
head guards, though, aren't they?
yeah, it's an exhibition match.
That's all right then.
Means nobody's getting drugs tested and they're all getting paid a shitload of money.
Get that bag, Mike. You know he deserves it.
But have you seen the training videos of Mike Tyson?
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Just like fuck that. Like
The man was made to punch people really hard.
he literally was. His build is just so bizarre. Like no one else is built like him at heavyweight, especially.
No heavyweight is built like him.
Like it's just there's definitely
He's thick with forces.
man. You ever looked at Mike Tyson's back off and go
Stick a wig on it.
on it? Oh no. Oh god. What would you have against trans people, Blake?
I don't know. I didn't even think of it like that.
Oh, I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. That was a joke. That was for comedic effect.
Comedy style.
I've tried to stitch you. I've tried to stitch you up there, mate. I think the only person I've stitched up is myself. As per
deflection. I love it.
Jesus. Anyway, I think let's just talk about the football. We got plenty on that, and then we'll try and give a special guest a call. But we'll talk about the Premier League very briefly. Liverpool lifted the league. What did you make of the presentation?
I watched all of about 5 seconds of the Hendo shuffle, and that was it.
Yeah,
because I do find that quite funny. To be fair,
I was like, "Is he going to do it?" Because he was limping up. He was limping up the stairs. He was literally limped up the stairs, and I was like, "He's not going to do it." And then he just started doing it. It was like, "Yes!" But who would have thought?
I do find that funny.
Who would have thought in 2020 Jordan Henderson would have his own signature trophy lift?
Do you know what that screams of? Like that sums up 2020 as a year.
Yeah, if you said that 10 years ago, like it was a nice moment though when Kenny gave him the trophy because Kenny actually signed him for us.
Oh, interesting.
So that's nice.
I say interesting, which I really don't care in the slightest.
All I'm going to say is this England team's really good and it could actually win a tournament. So we need to make Hendo captain.
Yeah, he's got some powers with the old armband.
What's Harry Kane going to do?
I hate Harry Kane so much.
Mate, I was trying to start. I was just slagging him off the other day in the group chat or on chat, and you going, "He's actually really good."
He is really good. I just don't like him.
I don't rate him at all.
But let me explain my reason why. Because he's the sort of player that would intentionally knock it out wide when the simple through ball's on,
yes,
just to get on the end of the cross.
Yes.
Fair enough, he might score it because he is good at scoring goals. But he's a very, very selfish player at the same time.
I just don't like him. There's something that winds me up about him.
Yeah, it's his tone of voice. And
I'm just not sure. I'm just really not sure. H is in Madison's, I think. It's giving him a call. It could work. It probably won't, but it's just going to be live and you just never know. But I'm not giving him a call right now.
Okay. But yeah. Well, I think that's a good moment to move on to the championship because what a day in the championship was yesterday.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it? I love the championship. I'm so happy Luton stayed up purely on the fact that I haven't been able to go to any games this year. No, I feel like I went to one, but maybe I don't think I went this season at all.
I think the last game you went to was
Oxford.
Was that when they got promoted?
Yeah, when they won the league.
Yeah, clubhouse life.
I had the full experience.
Flex.
The VIPs. But yeah, it was just mad, wasn't it? I didn't even realise until like at the end of all the games they were like, yeah, we're going to already down because on the league table it was still showing they didn't have the points deduction, but then Sky Sports tweeted out that they were relegated, and I was like, bollocks. Like,
yeah, because it came into effect at like midnight that night or something.
Oh.
But they can still appeal it, but I don't think it looks very good for them at all.
If they appeal it, does that mean Barnsley go down?
If they appeal and win and it gets rescinded, then yeah, Barnsley will go down.
I think it's dodge how all these teams are doing the same thing, but like Bournemouth and Luton had -17, and then Wigan get -12, and then Birmingham last year got -9, and it's all the same thing.
Like Sheffield Wednesday's points deduction won't now come in until next season or something dodgy like that. And the Wigan one is so unfair. I hope they successfully appeal it. Because if any team deserves to go down, it's definitely Barnsley.
Barnsley were in the bottom. I saw this actually. I think I favorited the tweet.
Yeah, you sent it to me earlier.
Barnsley were in the bottom. Right, let me have a look. Oh, where is it? So Barnsley were in the relegation zone every week from the 15th of September until the 91st minute in the final game of the season and survived. Charlton were in it for 1 week all season and got relegated. Like, that's so unfair. But it's just brilliant.
I'm not opposed to Charlton going down, to be fair, because I wasn't. They gave our dear friend a lot of abuse because
2 years and 2 years on the spin.
The Valley is his dance floor, as we like to say.
Yeah.
So, fuck the Charlton fans.
Fuck the addicts.
Oh yeah, I couldn't think of their nicknames.
Oh, addicts, the little pricks. But
yeah.
So Leeds have gone up as champions as well, which is beautiful.
And they're going to be a threat, I reckon. They're talking about signing some big names. I've heard Edison Cavani in the mix.
I've heard Edison Cavani and Zlatan.
Yeah. Which is what they need. They just need a proven goal scorer. Because Pat Bamford don't cut the mustard.
Oh my God, did you see Pat Bamford quote tweet something? Someone saying that he's not good enough for the Prem, and he was like, oh, it started already, and then sleeping faces.
Oh. The issue is that he's actually been in the Prem and then got sent down.
He didn't. He got in his last season in the Prem. He played 24 games for Middlesbrough and didn't score.
And you could make the argument that maybe Middlesbrough didn't create the chances. But he gets a lot of chances at Leeds that he doesn't put away.
You'd get one at least, but should we try and call H?
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to go well, but
it might not. We might get the whole team on. Who bloody knows? Anything could happen. We're ringing. Oh, we've given a solid ring, and this is good content.
No. See, this is a bit of a failure for two reasons. Because we do like to talk about Luton from time to time,
yeah,
which gives the impression that we're in and amongst it. And now we've just been let down because he didn't even fucking pick up.
Yeah, man. God, I loved it. Yeah.
And I realised halfway through you ringing that I'm coming through your headphones.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have even heard me.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I would have unplugged it. I would have clocked it quite early. Shit. Yeah. Well, for him not picking up, I'm glad he only scored 9 now and not 10. I'm glad he didn't get double figures, and I'm glad he missed 1 game all season for injury. He actually played 45 games.
That's
appearances.
A return for Mr. Glass Ankles himself.
Yeah, so we can just slag him off now for a minute.
Comedy style.
Yeah. Shit hair. Dived last night.
It was a very well won bet because that ball was going out of play.
I hope Newport put a bid in for him and Luton accept. He's in League 2 next year.
He'll secure the bag. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Young King's got to get paid.
The young king. The young king.
I don't know why I've referred to men all day today as kings.
Oh, yeah, I think I have as well.
Got to support my kings.
Who did I call a king? I can't remember. I've definitely done the same.
It's because we listen to Joe Budden too much. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, God. It might be. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, by the way, guys, we will get Harry on eventually properly. We're going to go to Milton Keynes on a little trip.
We might be able to next week when we do the. I'm not revealing the plans for the. Keep it a surprise for the
Yeah.
regular
So
listeners.
so next week is going to be our 10th episode, and we're going to try and do something special, which will
Give it a
probably
go.
result in us doing it the next morning really quickly in a rush. But
Hungover and boring as fuck.
yeah, oh my god, that last one was awful. But yeah, so this is episode 9, and then we're going to do episode 10, and then we're going to go on a bit of a break. Don't know how long for, probably a couple weeks, but next time
Renegotiate our contract, you know.
renegotiate our deals. You might be back for good, so we might be doing them all in person from now on in Craig and Cracy's shed.
I feel like that could be converted into a studio really nicely.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, it's already there pretty much. It's already ready.
Nice. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But
yeah, thank you for listening. This has been episode 9 of the Two Jacks One podcast. I've been your humble and gracious host, Jack.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do something along those lines.
And oh wait, H is calling. H is calling. Hold up. Let me pull you out. H, you're live on the podcast. Please swear as much as you like.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, K-Tal.
Been up to much recently?
Yeah, just 17 deep in the big smoke. But other than that, no, nothing much, mate. How are you?
Oh, you know, we literally just about to finish actually because we tried to call you, and then it's gone all right, mate. You didn't pick up, so we slagged you off for a good 30 seconds.
Oh, you bastards! You fuck you, mate. That's not fuck you, mate. No, I'm currently in Madison, just sinking Don Julio tequila like there's no tomorrow.
Mate, you deserve it. 9 goals, nine goals in your debut champ season, mate. Ledge.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. The stand-up bonus ain't bad either, so. We'll celebrate a few days. Not bad. That's the plan. I'll say that.
Yeah, man. I'm extra proud of the 2 yellow cards. So well on you, mate.
I'm more proud of the yellow card than I am the goal.
No, 100%, mate, because you're not.
I should be back next week at some point.
Well, whenever you're back,
Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe I'll give you a shout.
we'll do a proper podcast at some point.
Yes,
Anyway, get you on proper.
Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll give you a shout.
Yeah, that's ledge, mate.
Lovely stuff, boy. Enjoy.
Have a good night, mate.
Bye.
See you, mate. Bye.
Thank you.
He's going to regret saying some of that.
Yeah, it's all right. We only get a few mil listeners, so it's not going to be too big time for him. Couple of takeaway points from that.
Shit. Sorry.
Oh, you can't.
I realised. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Just the one main takeaway point from that.
Yeah.
That kid is absolutely hammered.
I know.
He ain't gonna remember talking to us in the morning.
That was brilliant. No,
He's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, what have I said?"
He'll look at his call record and be like, "Wow, I spoke to them for a minute. Like, what did I?" I think let's wrap it up anyway. What are you doing now?
Going back to the PlayStation, as per, you know the drill.
Invite me to the party, and I will sit there and probably just chat. But yeah,
sounds good to me.
That's been episode 9, guys. We love you all. Shout out to you and all your mums and all your dads and all your sisters and all your girlfriends and all your boyfriends and your aunties.
Everything in between.
And everything in between. But yeah, fuck the cherries. Peace and love.